Periva Sharanam. Deivathin Kural, Book 6. Soorya Mouleeswari. Right from the beginning, in describing her head and top, our Acharya, as the poet, has reached the peak of poetical genius in pouring out a stream of beautiful and imaginative ideas. The imagination and the language expressed in Shloka number 42, starting as Gataihi Manikyatvam, has the brilliance of the early morning or evening sun, which looks like a huge golden plate revolving at a tremendous speed, plundering our mind and heart simultaneously, coupled with the exquisite beauty and tender affection of the sweetness of the moon in September, put together as Ambaal has both of them adorning her hair. The essence of the shloka number 42 goes thus: O daughter of the Himalayan mountains, whosoever describes the 12 suns that have attained to gem-like strength and lustre closely inlaid on your golden crown, he is bound to describe the crescent moon getting the shine of those gems of the suns of the kaleidoscopic color play as in a rainbow, as the Indradhanush. He just cannot avoid thinking of such an idea and will be forced to do so, says Acharya. Flow of oil or honey from one container to another or directly into the fire of the homam is considered to be the most free flow in all movements that can be thought of. In poetry, such a flow of words, very soft to pronounce and easy to understand with pleasant ideas, is known as Vaidarbhi Riti, to mean a style evolving from the Vidarbha Desha of central India, I suppose. There is another style in which both the words and ideas are not easy to understand, known as Gaudi Riti, possibly arising from Bengal. In Saundarya Lahari, both these styles have been made use of. By calling her as Janani in the earlier shloka number 41, she has been brought very close to one's heart, and so that she may not be taken for granted too easily, this very next shloka number 42 has been made a little bit complicated in terms of word selection and idea. While the flow is more like the river passing through narrow gorges having greater slope, adding to the gravitational force. Back to the shloka, I said that the sun and the moon found a place in Ambaal's hairstyle. That the crescent moon had found a place was known already, as she is called Chandrasekhari. That she is also Surya Shekhari is not so well known, and hence new information. The two, not just one, but 12 suns she has on her head. Our earth and the planets go around the sun in the solar system. But in Vishwam, or what is called the universe, there are many galaxies of stars and many suns. As per our Shastras, there are supposed to be 12 suns. As Ambaal is the universal form, all the 12 suns are closely inlaid or embedded as gems in her crown. Sandra Ghatitam. Thus, she is the Surya Shekhari as per the first line of the shloka. Having spoken about such a hot and brilliant flash of light that could blind one's vision, in the very next line, the poet cools down the proceedings with a Himagiri Sute. As Ambaal is already shining with the blood-red hue of 1,000 suns Aruna Abha and also 12 suns as gems in her crown, the poet cools the proceedings by calling her as Parvati, the daughter of King of Himalayas, who is of the emerald green in color. Before she took avatara as Parvati, she had been born as Sati, as the daughter of Daksha Prajapati, when she sacrificed her body in the Yajnakund itself, unable to bear the insult to her husband by her own father. This is referred in the 96th shloka of Saundarya Lahari, when our Acharya is calling her as the Sati, saying, Tava Sati Satinam Acharame, meaning the peak or pinnacle of all women of excellent character of faithfulness and fidelity. Instead of being reduced to ashes, Sati was born in the next avatara as the evergreen Parvati. From the hot Agni Kund, she goes to the ice cold mountains and takes birth as the pleasantly green Parvati. When Tirujnana Sambandar had the debate with the Shamanas, the palm leaf manuscripts of Thevaram came out of the fire as green leaves with no marks of being burnt or without any mutilations. That was just a similar incident. So, here, after concentrating on all the suns of the universe in the crown of Ambaal's head, Acharyal calls her the daughter of the Himalayas, and the atmosphere immediately cools down, and then he mentions the Chandra Shakalam, turning the knobs of the air conditioner to supercool mode. Periyava Sharanam.